You wake up in the dark, 15,000 years ago. No number on a wall tells you what to do next. You know it is time to wake up because the birds outside have started making noise, and they only do that when the sky is about to change color. You eat because your stomach tells you to. You sleep because the light is gone. For most of human existence, time functioned as a continuous agreement between the body and the sky. Then, humans decided to slice the daylight into pieces, give each piece a number, and demand that complete strangers synchronize their lives to those numbers. Every digit on your phone screen right now represents a 4,000-year-old chain of compromises, constructed out of moving shadows, of dripping water, and industrial disasters. Long before anyone built a machine with gears, they used the sun. The oldest timekeeping devices we have physical evidence for are Egyptian shadow clocks. This stone base was found in an area used by construction workers, where it was used to split the daylight hours into 12 parts to track manual labor. But a shadow has a severe limitation. It disappears the moment the sun sets or a cloud rolls in. For civilizations scheduling temple rituals that occurred before dawn, a clock that stopped working at night was useless. The engineering solution was the clepsydra, or water clock. By measuring the steady dripping of liquid out of a container, you could track how much time had passed by checking the level remaining inside. This device worked in a windowless room, during a sandstorm, and in the dead of night. For the first time, a human machine disconnected timekeeping from the movement of the sky. As societies expanded past single households, private clocks were no longer enough. By the Middle Ages, monastic communities required fixed hours of prayer that dozens of monks could obey simultaneously, whether the sun agreed with the schedule or not. The earliest mechanical clocks were systems of falling weights and iron gears, like this one from Salisbury Cathedral. It has no face and no hands. Its purpose was to ring a public bell on the hour, forcing the entire town to hear the time. Historian E.P. Thompson documented that making time public and measurable served a specific economic purpose. Industrial employers used timesheets to track exactly how many hours a laborer's body had been rented out to the factory. When the pendulum clock arrived in the 17th century, it introduced a new level of exactness. Before this mechanism, 5 minutes was barely a meaningful unit of measurement. Now, being 5 minutes late was a measurable, punishable offense on the factory floor. The mechanical clock taught society that human time was a commodity. It could be measured and sold, hour by hour, to an employer. Even with precise clocks, a major geographical problem remained. In the 1880s, every city in the United States set its own clocks based on local solar noon. When the sun hit its highest point in New York, it was a different local time in Chicago. For a person on foot, this variation meant nothing. But for railroads, it was a catastrophe. 2 trains moving at 40 miles an hour on a shared track could be on time according to their respective cities, and unknowingly hurtle toward a head-on collision. The fix was a corporate solution enacted in 1883, known as the Day of 2 Noons. Railway executives forced the entire continent to abandon local solar times and adopt a synchronized system of standardized time zones. A year later, this grid was expanded globally, using the meridian through Greenwich, England, as the master reference line. The system saturated daily life through corporate enforcement alone, long before any government made it law. Railroad executives designed the time zone you live in today to prevent high-speed collisions. By the mid-20th century, physicists discovered that the Earth itself is a flawed clock. Its rotation wobbles and slows down inconsistently. In 1955, scientists abandoned the planet as a reference point. They redefined the second, anchoring it to the precise, microscopic vibration of a cesium atom. Look at the digital number on your phone right now. You check it constantly, assuming it represents a universal truth. The modern clock represents a 4,000-year-old stack of human compromises, built by priests, monks, factory owners, and railroad executives, enforced by the vibration of an atom.